Okay, so here's some notes. Make sure you're looking at the page that says notes. It goes along with worksheet 2, Truth Tables worksheet 2 afterwards. Luckily, this is old, this is old, this is old, this is old. The only new one is this, but it's worth going through some of the old ones because, they're very related. So, first of all, conditional statement. P implies Q, or if you read this, it would mean, let's say my P was the weather's nice, and my Q is I'll wash the car. If you had a conditional statement, it's an if-then statement. You'd say, if the weather is nice, then I'll wash the car. It's a crazy R. And it's like a contract. That means if the weather is nice, then I will wash the car. You're kind of like making a deal, a blood oath. If I wanted to see the truth table for that down here, so I'll keep connecting it back to the truth table. Conditional is P implies Q, or it means if P then true, or sorry, if P then Q. If you have a true part first and a true part second, like the weather is nice and I do wash the car, then my if-then statement is true. If I have the first part true, like the weather is nice, but I don't wash the car, I'm a dirty liar. And you have to say false. This is the only time an if-then is false. If the first part's true and the second part's false, because you start the contract, but you don't finish it. The third one, these two are weird for people on the conditional because if the first part's false, let's say the weather is not nice outside, imagine it's raining, and I wash the car. That's a weird thing to do, but if the weather's not nice, I don't have to follow through with this contract. Whether I wash the car or not, my contract is okay because it didn't start. You want to think of this as like the if is how you enter into the contract. The then is whether you follow through or not. So if it's not nice outside and I wash the car, did I lie earlier? No. My statement's still true. If it's not nice outside and I don't wash the car, did I lie up here? No, because the weather wasn't nice, so I didn't have to wash the car. So these two are called vacuously true. They are true no matter what if the first two parts are false. Or if the first part is false, it doesn't matter what the second part is. Your statement is true. Okay, so let's hit converse. Converse is just, I nickname it the switch. That is Q implies P. And in this statement, if I use the same P and Q, I'd say if I wash the car, then the weather is nice. Sometimes you have to change around some of the words so it sounds normal, like a human speaking it. So on this one, if I wash the car, then the weather is nice. I just flip-flopped them. On that one, let's do it backwards. This is Q implies P. So here, if the weather, if I did wash the car and the weather was nice, that's a true statement. If I did not wash the car, right? If I wash the car, this statement hasn't, or this contract hasn't even been entered. So false then true doesn't even matter. It's true. This is the only bad one. So let's say I wash the car, but it's not nice. The weather's not nice outside. Then you call me a liar again. And lastly, if I didn't wash the car and it's not nice, the weather's not nice outside, I'm still not a liar because I only made my contract based off of that. All right. Now here's the new one. And the reason we're doing it after here is the new one is written like this. Boom, boom. You would say the weather is nice if and only if. That's what kind of takes place of that double arrow. If and only if I wash the car. And what it means is it works forward and backwards, right? Here's the forward, here's the backwards. this actually implies both of them work. It's as if I said P implies Q and, because we know how to and in here, Q implies P. Okay, so let's cruise through some of these. Here's what you need. I'm going to and these together. So P double arrow, which is if and only if, Q, is only true if both parts are true, because it's like an and statement. It's equivalent to an and statement. So I'm anding these together. Remember, ands are strict. So if either part's false, you get a false. If both are true, there you go. So if both are true or both are false, your thing works both directions. Okay? Negation, this is just to do a not P and a not Q. So if P was true, true, false, false, then not P is false, false, true, true. And Q is true, false, true, false, so it's false, true, false, true. Then I'm going to pause it and fill in the inverses and talk about them real quick. Okay, so inverses not P implies not Q, which means if the weather's not nice, I won't wash the car. So it's the original order, they're just both negative. And then contrapositive is to do both negative and switch. If I don't wash the car, then the weather isn't nice. So if I made a truth table, I'm doing not P implies not Q, so if false, then false is true because the contract wasn't entered. This one's true because the contract wasn't entered. This is the only bad thing. And this one's true. Okay. And then lastly, now I'm going backwards. False then false is true because you never entered the contract. True then false is the only bad thing. False then true is okay because you didn't enter the contract. And true is okay. What you might notice is the inverse and converse match exactly. Those two statements mean the exact same thing. And the contrapositive in the original question, the original statement, match exactly. That's always the case, by the way. It says that here. So anyway, you know those two match. So if that I say that statement, it's the same as me saying that statement, which is kind of weird. If I wash the car, then the weather is nice. Means the same thing as, or has the same truth values. If the weather's not nice, then I won't wash the car. Kind of cool. All right, so let's try this out. Just remember, biconditional has to work both directions. Oh, you're going to try it out here. So give it a whirl. And remember, you're just building them one step at a time. Hopefully that helps you out. Now we have a bunch of skills. By the way, the skills you need to know are and, which is strict, and it looks like that symbol. You can use or, which is lenient. Don't know how to spell that still. I should look that up. And then there's the negation, which means not. And now we have conditionals, which is if-then, or implies. And then now we have a biconditional. So you should know all those moves. Those are all moves on truth tables we should be comfortable with now. All right. So I hope that helped. Email me if you have questions. Talk to you later.